hope you are well. Welcome to another video. This is kind of part two to the previous one because I've now been to see Oppenheimer and I had some strange experiences, and I was warned that I was going to before the movie started. So I thought we'd run through that. I've also had, I'm still getting a lot of noises going on in the flat, and there was a big crash this morning. And that picture I was telling you about in the previous, a couple of videos ago, that I was seeing into another dimension through, that fell off the wall. So did it fall or was it pushed? That's the question. So it should have been fine. It's been on there for over a week, I'm being told, and it shouldn't have moved, but it decided to, and I've had that before with paintings and stuff. So it's just a lightweight thing as well, because I don't know, it's not like it was too heavy or anything like that. These walls are stone, you know, they're proper stone, sort of, they're heavy walls. It just wouldn't just fall off. Okay, so we'll go through what I had. So I was feeling quite out of sorts. You probably could pick up from the last video when I went. We went to the university, because it's a university town, and my son's still there at the university at the moment, so doing his MA. So we went to the arts centre there, and it was brilliant. 3 hours. Nobody wanted to get up at the end. I think people were a little bit shocked as well about the whole thing. It was done very well, and it should wipe the floor with the Oscars. There were so many stars in there that I recognised, including for UK people, Tom Conti was Einstein, and last time I saw him, he was Miranda's dad in the first series of Miranda. I've always loved that actor, but he played Einstein really well. So it was interesting that all of the people that have been around me were in this movie. And Einstein, they mentioned Eisenhower quite a few times. And yeah, very odd. So there's definitely something about atomic energy, about quantum theory that I keep getting. They've been quiet on it for a while, and then all of a sudden they started to show me. I mentioned in the previous video about this was the night before I went to see the movie. I went to see the movie yesterday. I was seeing these balls of light with things around them. No, that was, oh gosh, that was the night before. The night before, if you know what I mean. And it was like a ball of energy, and it had with little black bits on, and this sort of a fiery yellow and bits coming off it. And then it looked a bit like an atom, but there was a lot of tendrils coming off it as well. And that was floating around the room. Then, not last night, but the night before, I started seeing a ball, which I've seen before, which I've seen here, which is, I can see it now. I don't know if you can see it. It's a round ball. It has a pyramid, has a circle in the middle, and then these tendrils going off to the circle. I can really see it. If you can't see it, you might see there's just a massive blue light here. And this is where it's coming from. This is my healing energy. So I healing with disrupting atoms to cause healing. That's what they've just said to me. Okay, so if you're interested in healing, contact me and we can arrange something. It's like a little psychic surgery they make me use as well. But it's to do this big circle, and all these things are going on. They also said I was an equation. So I don't know. I'm just telling it like it is. I'm just reading what I give to you, what I get, and I'm giving it to you. Okay, and I'm going to be a bit more strict with that because I got told something yesterday that was really interesting. So that was floating around the room. Okay, and this energy. So that was kind of weird. So anyway, the experiences I'm about to tell you, I've never had in the cinema before. I can see them walking around. That's what I expected to see. They walk around guarding the entrances. I saw them throw two spirits right by the exit doors. They walk back and forwards across the screen, and they're sitting in chairs behind me, front of me, all over the place. So I knew something was up because I could see along all of the walls, I could see into this other dimension, all of them standing there in lines. So that was kind of freaky. But I thought, I'm here to watch the movie. So it went quiet, but just before it started, I heard, you will be seeing some things that you don't expect. So, you know. And it was fairly quiet until it got to the point where they were going to do the detonation. And it was very clever how they built the momentum to that and to other parts in the book. One thing I do want to say, I'm going to not give too much away because spoilers, sweetie, as she says in Doctor Who. But they showed him as a young man at Oxford, and because he went to a few universities, but Oxford, and he was lying in bed terrified at night because he could see all of these explosions and things about the universe, and basically things I see. Obviously, I don't have his brain on quantum theory. I did like the fact, though, that he hated maths, and maths wasn't his strong point. Yay, another one. A very intelligent person who hates maths and can't do it. So, on a different level, of course, but you know what I mean. And he was seeing these images, and he was sitting terrified in his bed, and he could just sit there, lie there, and see all these images. So that was really interesting for me. I thought, oh my God, I'm not the only one that sits at night going, you know, I've been in tears sometimes because some of it's so strong and so, I see planets and stars and galaxies and all sorts of things, all sorts of strange shapes. But the very first part of it was when you drop a stone in water, it rains and you get these little circles going out, you know. And that is something they've been showing me for so long. They're showing it to me now, but it's like a thud. Is it, you know that thud on Jurassic Park? Dum. They always use TV and stuff to get messages through from me. Dum. They're hearing a bang. Yeah, I can hear that really bang. And then the puddles, as if like a dinosaur, Jurassic Park. So there's something to do with the sound and it causing ripples. Okay, now they're showing me it as smoke and energy, they're saying, and it ripples out across the universe. Like Big Bang, not Big Bang, atomic energy, with a component added. Yeah, I've got a load of energy over there, and I'm seeing it's almost like this, which I've seen in the tunnels right overhead there. What's that about then? Energy. It's all to do with energy. Now I'm seeing a star, and there it's like debris in the oh well, that's nice. Okay, so debris, star. Now they're showing me Star Wars, but they're showing me debris. Oh, that's right. Look. All right, okay, like Alderaan. And they're basically showing. Oh well, that's nice. I really want to see that, the world blowing up, and they're trying to. So this comes in with what they told me. Sorry about the noise out there. About the weapon of mass destruction. Okay. So hang on in there with me because I'm channeling and I'm getting images at the same time. Okay, so it's like this energy, like an asteroid belt, that kind of thing, but it's bits of debris from a place. Now, they've been showing me Darth Vader. I'm getting interruptions. Have you heard this? Noises, everything. Not from them, just people doing things, which is really interesting. It's all part of what's happening. So I'm just saying this well. Now, they've been showing me explosions in water. Heavy water is important. Okay, I don't know if somebody's creating something. They've been waiting for ages for me to see this movie. Anyway, we'll see what we get. Okay, but that's what I'm saying. So this is really important. We've waited a long time for this, I'm getting. Okay, so I'm sitting there watching the movie, as you do. Comfy seats, everything. And I have to be on the end, because if I start fitting, I need to either get out or I don't want people to see, and I've got some space. But I didn't fit at all, which was amazing. So I'm sitting there, then all of a sudden I see them start to move, and they're being quite quiet. And then I noticed there were American soldiers walking around. Well, one. Now there is a guide around me who is Army Air Corps from World War II. I have Eisenhower around me all the time. It works. And this person started to walk back and forwards, and I thought, I've seen you before, but I've never showed you. Remind me of my dad, but yeah, a whole load of white hair. And he was quite stocky. And I thought, okay. And there was somebody else, I believe. And I get to the movie, and then this person comes, there you go, comes and sits behind me. And I started to think, I wonder if somebody who's being represented in the movie is sitting behind me. And I got told it was Leslie Graves. And Matt Damon, I love Matt Damon. Matt Damon plays him. Okay, and he was quite, he just said, this was all just before the explosion, and as the explosion's happening, killers, this is what you are here to do, to warn people. We were so shocked it happened. It must never happen again. Killers, all killers. And I think he included himself in that. And he was sitting behind me. Okay. I knew Eisenhower was around. 2 American soldiers I've got. What else did it? Yeah. So that was going on, and he kept coming in to talk to me. I felt quite emotional a few times with the movie. And then when the explosion happened, it was sort of in slow motion. Lots of things were going on. So I'm sitting there, and all I can see are both sides of the cinema being blown in. And I'm trying to remember exactly what, because I'm channeling. The walls of the cinema were blown in. And before that, I have to mention as well, they kept showing storms coming in. Well, that's what I see. I saw lightning all around me in the cinema. Lightning come down in the cinema. Walls were blown in. It was just, I couldn't believe that. It was so strange. And I kept seeing sort of missiles as well, and which I've seen a lot of. And there's a line at the end, I'm not going to spoil it, but it's basically, there are references to, somebody might make something bigger than the atomic bomb. And there is a thing about how they weren't sure that if they actually set off the detonation, even, to try run, that it would create a chain reaction that would destroy the world. And I get something about the magnetic field being destroyed. Okay, and I'm beginning to wonder if somebody isn't already trying to create something. I don't know, it sounds a bit James Bond villain type thing, but I don't know. They didn't tell me anything like that, but when they said this line right at the end, I just heard exactly. So about somebody creating something bigger that could destroy everything. Yeah, and this, it's almost like this chain reaction. And then I got told about my role here is to talk about this and to warn people. And this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And it's hilarious because I feel like that. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's very philosophical and funny as well. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where the start, a woman gets given or works out answers to everyone's problems in the world. And the whole world's going to be fantastic. And she's just an ordinary woman sitting in a cafe somewhere. She just gets everything sorted out. And then they have blown up the world to make room for a superhighway in space. And it's a fantastic series. It's pretty old now, but not the movie, the series. Yeah, hilarious. Absolutely brilliant. I love Marvin the Robot, the miserable robot. So yeah, so not that I have the answers to the world's problems. God, who could have that? No. But this ordinary person sitting, who am I? You know, so God knows what you know out there, yeah, what you're meant to do. We may look ordinary, we may not be, physicists or whatever, but for some reason we've come with a little piece of information that's very important to a huge jigsaw puzzle. So, yeah, very odd, very insane, quite frankly. So yeah, he was sitting there behind me, and that was amazing. I've had that before. I've watched things. I've had so many references to Winston Churchill. It was in, I think they mentioned him in the movie as well. Lots of things. We came back and we sat and watched The Darkest Hour. And there was, it's this push about Winston. I keep seeing images of him, Winston Churchill, Eisenhower, Einstein. If you watch my previous video, I'll explain what was going on before I went to see the movie, because there were quite a few things. All sorts of stuff. It's just insane. So, yeah, these two things, I mean, look at my daft drawings. Yeah. I just scribbled everything down when it came out. They were floating around the night before and they were hitting each other. And I saw them, the other thing I saw them coming in and doing that when I was in the cinema on that detonation. All of the images he was saying touched on, but very close to what I've been saying. So they've been showing me stuff about atomic energy, atoms for a long time, quantum theory, which is hilarious. But maybe in a previous life I was somebody really who understood things like that. But I don't know. So what is interesting though is I can understand these things and get them if I come in through philosophy, which is the way I'm going to go into it. I've got a book on quantum theory, which they made me buy ages ago, and I was and now it's out, and I have to read up, and I'm going to, because I think these channelings are going to get more detailed. I think I was in a lull and I was getting frustrated because I didn't know what the heck was going on. 1 minute it was this, the next minute it was that, and I think they've been waiting for this movie to come out. So I do believe somebody somewhere is planning something bigger, and it's for some reason, or what it could be that they don't even know they're doing it. And if it goes off again, excuse me, if it goes off again, then it could cause this chain reaction. I'm surmising a bit there. They're not giving me solid information, and they won't, because they're protecting me that way. Okay, whatever. But there's something that we need to be more aware of, and I'll probably get more information about it. But I think somebody either doesn't know or they're doing it, but there's something to do with Star Wars, or whether, I don't know. Why do they keep showing me Darth Vader? Even when I went to Shakespeare's house the other day, somebody had been using Star Wars to convey something about Shakespeare and what he would have been doing today for kids and stuff. And I keep saying, yeah, all right. Yeah, all right, don't do the voice. Walking around now. So I don't know. Death Star, Darth Vader, explosions, Alderaan. I don't know, but that's what they're telling me. That's how they will come in. I have to keep explaining this because people might think I'm talking rubbish here, but I'm not. I'm channeling. That's how they come in on my level. They will use television programs, yeah, to convey the message so people can understand and relate. They use a lot of images, okay? So it will come to you in whatever way that you understand things. I mean, they'll come in through history to me as well, because that's what my degrees are in and stuff like that. But I don't know what's... Let me get more information. But yeah, these people, these are big people. I keep saying, I mentioned the last one, Princess Diana as well. I know what, she's not very happy with what's going on in her family. Obviously, you wouldn't be, would you? But I keep seeing her, and it's almost like she has something to do with all of this. I don't know why, but I'm seeing really strong images of it now. So I don't know. Peace, Sarah, I'm for peace. Okay, well, she's got something to do with it. They all have. Yeah, so many people, but to see into these dimensions is just unbelievable. They show me walking through fog and just a big explosion, all sorts of things. They want me to show the picture before we have I missed anything off here? Oh yeah, that was it. Towards the end as well, I actually saw he was being shown those rockets, V2s are they? And sorry, somebody over there. I saw missiles going through the cinema. Now I've sat here, and I also saw the plane go through the cinema. That plane has something to do with all of this, okay? It keeps coming through. And yes, yesterday in the video I mentioned that I kept seeing a Spitfire coming through here as well. So it's definitely, and I keep hearing about 1939, and I do believe we are in 1939. Some bigwigs in the UK military, yeah, the UK military said that, and but also somebody who, I think she was a historian or security I can't remember, but it was an article, and she said yes, and it's we're on a build up, and we've got to have our wits about this. It keeps going into some sort of lull and then coming up again and lull. The other thing I saw on the screen before the feature started was a big bridge. Sometimes it's San Francisco, sometimes it's a Brooklyn Bridge, but I think it's also to demonstrate something about a connection between two worlds, two dimensions, it's just massive bridge. And somebody said in a reading about being a bridge, asking me to say it, that I'm a bridge for something. So communication, I don't know, but I think this is going to get more intense. Luckily, I got to sleep last night. I was expecting God knows what, but nothing. I got to sleep. So it was really nice of them to let me. But that symbol, he does draw something on the board, and it's one of my symbols. And I keep saying this X. That's the other symbol I draw with that. please ignore my writing. I'm very neat writer actually at times. It looks like scroll. And then I must research about quantum theory. So anyway, I want to say what you can see in this picture, because this is the picture I was talking about the other day of Paris. This is my favourite bridge in Paris. I used to go to Paris a lot, and it was the only place I got on with my ex-husband, funny enough. And we used to go to this bridge all the time. So it's very romantic, but in the background, let's see if I can get it to, I don't know if you can see anything. There are things over it, but I'm not saying it at the moment. But no, there they are. It's almost like they're standing in a field, and it's quite grey, misty. I saw big heavy cloud go over them before, but there was a couple. I can see them moving around a bit. They've just got on their sunglasses. And I love the fact that, is it Diane Revel? She, one of my subscribers could see the man in black over there forming. Let me know if you can see them, because they're showing themselves. They probably won't do it for long. But, oh my, I think there's a huge face in the TV. Oh, is that there's something in the TV. I can't see it quite. What are you doing? Who is that? Sorry, I'm looking through the phone. Somebody's trying, there's a face trying to form. I can see eyes. I don't know if you can see it just on the TV. They're doing that, so I don't know. Who are you? I am Graves. I don't know if you can see it. Let me know. Okay, I think I may be channeling him. But yeah, so let's have a quick look and see what we can get here. They asked me for these cards. It's unusual. They're sort of fairy tale cards, but they just want you to see a picture. I don't need them. They just want me to show you a picture of what they're... Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm seeing things all over here. There's a face over there. There are a lot of people standing over there. What is going on? They're talking away to me, but I can't hear. I think that's... If I could hear, I would start hearing lots of voices, and that might scare me. I do hear people, but it's not all the time. And I think if I did, I'd start hearing all the time. So that may be going to happen. I've been taking up some levels, so I don't know. Hopefully I'm taking you up some levels as well. Remember, if you want to develop those psychic gifts that you've got, I can get you to do that. We can get some great results for that. I'm doing that with coaching clients. If you would like that Awakening Psychic Development coaching, please contact me, because we can do that. We can get you results. You may want to set up your own spiritual business or YouTube channel. Just contact me, or take a look at the packages, coaching packages I offer on my website. And I can do flexible payments if you're interested. Okay. All right, I'll go over this, but there's... Yeah, they're all stand. I can see them all lined, boom, 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 from there along, as if they're just waiting. They're showing me a clock. They're passing a clock through the line. What time does it say? 5 o'clock. 5 is a number of change. I've been seeing 55s again, 555, 1303, 1333, that kind of thing. 3 is more about transition, but the 5s are massive change. Now I'm seeing lightning. Change. Okay. Well, this is that from that, they're all about donkey skin. Now it's about, if you don't know, a fairy tale about some woman who had to hide in a donkey skin to get out of somewhere, and she had to hide in it, and then she revealed herself and she was glowing. That's very spiritual, isn't it? That's very she looks like she's coming from another dimension, coming through. She reminds me of the Good Fairy in The Wizard of Oz. I was fascinated by her when I was little. And I love her hair. Yeah, she's glowing. Oh, that's nice of you. Okay, so giving information. Oh, interesting. You better not be saying this is me, the evil queen. So somebody, okay, watches this and is jealous and is trying to undermine. I don't know where that's come from. And they're trying to, there's not just jealousy, there's somebody who is determined to stop this going out. They come from another dimension. So there's almost like, remember, it's not gender specific. So there's somebody who's trying to stop this glow, this information coming out. Okay. Why are these cards about me? I don't understand. So it's almost like that's what's been happening. Somebody's been it's like they're eclipsing. You may have been, some of you may have been having this yourselves, yeah, if I'm showing you. So it's time to get like Mary Poppins and get organised. Have you seen the little orbs? And they're coming out of somewhere, aren't they? They're coming out of somewhere. They're orbs. Now, I can get to the point where I see lots of orbs around me, to the point I actually get a bit frustrated. But this is coming out somewhere. This is like what he was saying. All right, okay. This is like what they're showing you. He's saying this is explosion. They've shown me explosions in water. So something to do with water. They often show me ships as well. So I don't know what is going on there. But there are a lot of orbs. They're being quite cagey. Right, are we channeling, or what are we doing here? Just give the information with the cards, please. Right, he's standing there next to me. Yeah, there's some dark path that we've been down. Somebody's guiding us down a dark path. No, the plane. the plane. What is this all about? So this information has been blocked several times. They're using more firepower from another dimension to blast a hole through. Okay. And so there are more people coming in. Really? All right. I can't see them right now, but I have seen them before. But I am sitting here in a swarm of orbs. That's nice. So, can you show me, please? Can you show me? Can you show me some orbs on here? You may see them. I may not, because I'm channeling. Okay, that's nice. So they're showing me sitting in this field with them standing in lines, and I'm sitting with this tripod camera talking to you. So I'm talking to you from here, and I'm talking, oh, I've gone prickly and cool, talking to you from another dimension. And oh, there you go. Using, coming through from another dimension. Right, okay. So this plane thing, this is getting very complicated. This plane, try and stay with me. This, you know what? When you're on an aircraft and you're flying the plane, right? You know, if you were a pilot, and they used to show you those headphones on the, you know, speaker. You know what I'm talking about. Headset. I can't think straight when I'm channeling. Okay. Well, my main guy Nathan, who's been very in the background for the last few days, he shows me him with that on and with a pilot's uniform on, then me with headset on, and this plane, the plane, and I'm sitting, and it's almost like that. I'm sitting. It's almost like I've set up. Okay. Oh my God. Right. Can you stop? Right. Everything's blowing in again. Okay. Some plaster. Something's hit my head. Not that. Well, I don't know. Maybe in another dimension. Everything's exploding in. I'm just seeing explosions. My stomach's rumbling now. Sorry. So I'm saying lots of explosions, and they're giving it. All I can hear is Morse code. Beep 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 beep. I'm hearing Morse code, and it's almost like I've put up a little tower of communication in another dimension. So that must be my higher self. It's almost like I'm an avatar here, and then communication, beep 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 beep, and it's very grey and murky. It's getting grey and murky, foggy out there. I'm not sure what's happening. Still seeing the storm. But it's like a communications tower, which I've talked about, like the RKO thing I say. But there was also that in the movie for where they were putting the bomb down and dropping it. And now they're showing me explode coming through the wall and plane. And they've shown me people sitting on this plane and it going through rough turbulence. I see all the windows and light through it. Now I'm seeing like the Hindenburg blimp thing, dimension gateways. But like that's explosion. Star Wars again. And then Morse code again. But I am watched. When I'm doing this, I'm watched by somebody who's trying to block me. Stop everything. And there'll be other people that are trying to block. It's not just me. Distractions. There's so many distractions to keep people busy and not think about what's actually happening. Okay. I've got 2 more and then I'm done. All right, okay. Right, they showed me that the frog has all the answers. A little frog there. Princess and the Frog. I'm saying frog, jump all over. You as in we or the frog? The frog had the answers, I think. It was clever. I don't know. Frog's important. I'm going to look up the symbolism of the frog because there's something about frog in the which I've got down here stuff. And one more. And then I'm getting, it's almost like they're saying it like in Fraser when they were trying to get the caviar on that episode, and The Russian bear hunts at midnight. Roz was saying that as a, because she had to go and pick the caviar up, and it was very secret. Now I'm getting the wolf hunts at midnight. Now we are on a full moon today. It's the Aquarius full moon, so elements will be shown. People will be shown for what they are. The light shines bright on those who dissuade others. The light will shine bright tonight. Revelations will come. Now they're showing me the 144,000 of the pyramid. It's all to do with water. I see a lot of water as well. A lot of water involved. More revelations will come tonight. We seek to hide you, not to hurt you. That's communication for me, because I keep saying, why am I? Why am I here? The face in the moon. Oh my goodness, who is that then? Let's see if I can. There's a face in the moon here. There's two. Well, I saw one at the side, but there's one forming. If I can, because I know some of you say it. I've seen somebody with sunglasses. More UAP revelations. There's a face up this side. There's more now. The wolf hunts at midnight. I'm getting wisdom. I'm getting another card here. I'm just going on and on here. Sorry. I'm going to have to stop it. Snow Queen, isolation. So all these, I see these as orbs. I'm not getting any more on that card, so I'm going to, there's possibly another video I have to do. Good grief, 1 minute it's pull back, the next minute it's go forward with this channel. I don't understand. I'm just doing what I'm told. But I'm going to be doing a full moon reading straight after this. If you're interested, on my tarot channel, we've got daily reads going on there, sign readings, all sorts. What else? Yeah, thank you to my new member, Vic German, and member Skylar on my members section. Thank you so much for doing that and supporting the channel. I'm really, really grateful, and having faith in me, and you know, try to get us going. So thank you for that. And if you want to join the channel, join for extra perks, ad-free videos, yeah, lots. And yeah, if you can't, or you don't want to, it's not your thing, whatever, just being here, subscribing, liking and sharing if possible is a great help, and I'm eternally grateful. Thank you for supporting me as well. Okay, what else do I have to tell you? Yeah, if you want a personal reading, angel life path reading, or anything like that, please contact me. Healings, whatever, all the links are in the description. Okay, and if you've got any ideas what could be going on here, I'm seeing a lot of threes here on the phone camera. I say I'm losing my words now, so I'm going to go. Okay, let me know. Okay, I think I will be doing definitely members live. It's not working out for this week, but next week, if you're interested in that, even if you just join Triangulum membership, we'll do a live for all the members, okay? And you can talk about some of these things. If you want, I'm trying to set up a circle online via Zoom calls. If you want to do that, please contact me. Details of it are on the website as well. And if you just want to learn tarot or, you know, oracle cards and how to read them intuitively, I just do that as well. Okay, I've got so many things to offer now. They're pushing me forward with everything. Okay, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you next time.